Yes.
Now, each one of us needs to understand that each of our families is called for a specific purpose. And everyone in that family is supposed to serve that purpose for it to be fully realized.
Due to public demand, we have decided that Dr. Eunice will be a common guest on the show. Today, we are going deep a little bit in family.
When God creates and puts people in families, He must place into that family enablement to fulfill the purpose. Among many things, there are three things that God makes sure He provides for every family in order for them to fulfill purpose. And one of them is leadership. In every family, there must be leadership.
Yes.
The key word is must.
Yes.
When you see a family where there is no leadership, usually there will not be fulfillment of purpose. Secondly, there has to be spiritual authority. And God always makes sure that that happens in the family. Then number three, there has to be, let me call it wealth, let me call it money, let me call it resources.
Yes.
Physical resources, monetary resources. Those three are supposed to be in every family. Then there was the issue of the birthright. Every child is important. Therefore, every child will receive the blessing.
Yeah.
Okay? Because there are two things. There is the blessing, but then there is the birthright. The firstborn had the right to receive the mantle of those three.
That's the birthright.
Yes.
The mantle of leadership,
Spiritual authority
and
and
resources.
resources. So that is why when they were giving out an inheritance, the firstborn always got double. So that they are able, one part of it is like how they give every child to fend for themselves. Now the other part was so that they can be able to move the family covenant further so that the family doesn't fail. So when the firstborn gets double, it is not because they are favored. I don't want anyone listening to this show to think that we have come to tell people that the firstborn is special and therefore the second and thirdborn are not, or the fifth or the lastborn are not special. It is just a legal right. It's just a birthright, not a blessing. So be careful when you hear voices of insubordination. Be careful when your child has no leadership training. Be careful when your firstborn is poor. And be careful if they are laissez-faire like Esau. The reason why Esau sold his birthright was he doesn't care. Be careful. When you have a firstborn who can't fight, because spiritual authority is fighting authority, my friend.
Whoa.
So be careful with the firstborn who cannot speak, who cannot lead, who is poor, who doesn't care, who is lazy. When you see jealousy among children, then you know there is a problem.